Hello and welcome to a new video. We are today on the road with a BMW i5 M60, the spicy spec of this car. And we're currently in Hilden. You've seen this charging park before in some of my videos. And we are heading to Amsterdam today. That's about 2.5 hours or so to drive. And we're gonna test this big boy. So yeah, let's hop in and get on the road. We are already en route to Schouwpang near Amsterdam, which is 200 kilometers, 2 hours away. Let's get this thing to start. I think we have to push this button. Yes, we do have. So let's get this into B, because that's the mode to drive in. And I need to get that seat set up. Nice, looking good. Yeah, let's head over to my car, get some charging cables for my phone, and then head on the Autobahn. We are on the Autobahn and we're driving with Assist Plus, which means that I don't have to do anything except look at the street. And I'm looking at the street. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It does this up until 130 kilometers an hour, which is not too bad. Really good for Autobahn driving, at least when there's traffic. When it's free and no one's there, then you might want to go drive yourself. But it also does lane changes like perfectly. Sometimes it seems to do it when you're just looking in the mirror, but not always. And it always notifies you to look at the street when you're looking at the mirrors, which I'm not sure about that, but yeah. But it drives awesome, and this particular car also has rear steering, which is the first car I'm experiencing that on a longer trip, and it's awesome. The car's wheelbase gets like shortened by a lot, so that's really cool. Really like it. But let's continue on. We don't need to charge on this leg until we're at Schouwpang's location, so I guess we're gonna just charge up there or so. So yeah, let's see. Quick update up until now. The car is awesome. The lane keep assist works great. In like construction sites, it doesn't do any pilot assist, so you do have to have your hands on the wheel, but it does lane centering pretty well. We're down to 60% state of charge from like I think 80-ish when we started, something around that. And we'll still be arriving with 20% state of charge, as you can see here, even though I kind of ripped it with 200-ish over the Autobahn, and it just like the Taycan, it drives at 200 like I drive my Model 3 at 130-ish. That's just a perfect, comfortable road tripper, really good car, awesome to drive, awesome one-pedal driving as well, and all the assist functions just work like magic. Ooh, ET5 over there. You see less ET5s than ET7s here, kinda. That's my impression. And up there we gonna get a de-restricted zone, so let's disable this and get over here. And the sound is awesome, and the Audi just doesn't move out of the way. So yeah, we're gonna rip it up until the border, and then it's 100 kph in the Netherlands, because you gotta drive slow there. We just arrived at the charging station, not because we need to charge, but we want to take a quick break. So we're just gonna use that break to charge up if we're here anyway. These are the, I think, ADB 175 kilowatt chargers. So let me just authorize this real quick and get this to charge. I just authorized. Let's see if that, yep, looking good. Says something in Dutch, which I can just guess what it means. Preparing to charge. Yeah, looking good. We are at, I forgot what state of charge we're at. I have no idea. Let's have a quick look. We are at 32% state of charge, so no need to charge, but as I said, if we're here anyway, let's do this, why not? And we're already ramping up. That doesn't refresh fast enough. 90 kilowatts, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 152, 153. Really good for 33%, I would say. I'm not sure what the peak charging speed of this car is actually. But 154 at 33% is not too bad. It's not class leading, but it's also not that you couldn't decide to get this car if you wanted to. What I don't like is all the piano black. Just doesn't look too good. But you can run heated and cooled seats at the same time. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, all in all, it drives really good. Feels great. Systems are awesome, and the suspension is so comfy, and it doesn't have any soft close. Also, rear steer, pretty cool. Yeah, but it's big and it looks so good. The front looks so much better than all the other latest BMW cars, i4, i7, that just looks so much better. And it feels bigger than it is to drive, I think. But yeah, really cool car. Really like it. Let's just charge for some minutes. I'm gonna run to the restroom and then we're gonna continue. We're already up to 52%. Let's see if we can stop without authorizing here. Does that work? I don't think so. I think we either need to stop from the car or through the app. Let me try that. I stopped from the app, looking good. Let's see if we can, yep, we can unplug easily. Chunky cable. Stupid CCS flap here, or whatever. And that's not electric. Okay, interesting. Let's hop back in the car and on the highway. Looking good. All right, let's jump on the highway and continue to Xiaopeng. We also got Fastnet over here with older chargers, so that exists for longer already, but with nice and new roof up there. Awesome. We've got an Opel Ampera coming up here, maybe also an Ampera E, I'm not sure yet. Let's have a look. Ampera, the plug-in hybrid, range extended, like I think the Volt is the pendant in America to this, in USA, so that's pretty cool. You almost never see those here, but they are pretty efficient, I think, so not too bad. We just arrived at Xiaopeng. Let's see what we can find here. I'm not sure if that's gonna be in this video or in the next one, so yeah, let's just see about that. But the BMW for now, really good, lots of fun, and yeah, let's jump in the car later again. Okay, so we couldn't get a car to test drive, sadly, because of regulations and driver's license stuff and so on. But yeah, I think I should have got some tweets up explaining some stuff about the cars, what I like, what I dislike. I made some photos. Yeah, you should be able to find that on my Twitter, I guess. So yeah, we're gonna hop back into the i5 and head towards Amsterdam, because we're in Utrecht right now. And next stop is Zeekr, to have a look at the Zeekr 007, I guess. Yeah, so let's hop in the car and get there. We just arrived in Amsterdam with 36% state of charge, and we're not gonna go charge here because we're not sure if we're here short enough to not get any blocking fees. And we want to see because we want to see a charging curve later on. So yeah, let's get to the tram and into the city, because parking in the city is so much more expensive than just parking here at the park and ride, and getting into the city with a tram or something like public transport thingies. So yeah, we're gonna do that and see what we can find there. Then we're just walking out of the Seeker store, and then we see an original Tesla Roadster over there, right in front of a new Model S. Wouldn't you? I'm not sure. But look at that, that's beautiful. I love it, awesome. So yeah, we've just been inside the Zeekr store, looked at all the different cars in there. Video coming up soon about the Zeekr X. And now let's see what we're gonna do now here in Amsterdam. We are back in the car and on our way to... And it stopped my video because CarPlay was connecting or something. Anyway, let's go get some... Let's get there. Should be like 20 minutes to go there. Yep, awesome. And we can park in the parking garage somewhere in there, which is expensive, but not if you're not there for too long. Also, that CarPlay map in here and that over there, that's pretty nice. I like that integration. Looking good. But let's leave from here this way around, I think. And the rear steering helping again. Pretty nice. Seatbelt tightness also working great. CarPlay is stuck because I'm recording, so let's stop the recording and let's have a look at the food when we're there. Here we are at the food hall, and I got me the first bit of food. So let's get some food in, and then I'm gonna get some more, and then we're gonna go back towards Hilden. We're done getting our food. Now back to the car, then to charge the car somewhere on the way, and yeah, then I'm gonna give you my final results and thoughts to the BMW i5 that we're on the go with, and what I'm thinking about it and everything. Look what we got behind us, the little Opel Rocks E, which is always there when you're in Amsterdam. You don't see any car any more often than this boy. While we are on our way back, let's have a quick look at the rear seat we're sitting in. So we got USB-C ports in the seats in front of us and down here in the center console. That's pretty cool. So 2 USB-C ports per main seat, I would say. Also, you can now see the beautiful ambient lighting up here as it's getting dark. We got our climate control settings for the back seat, which is cool. We also have some heated seats back here. That's awesome. You can see the nice Bowers & Wilkins sound system, which sounds pretty good, I would say. Nothing to complain there. And I think the ambient lighting also fits to the driving mode we're in. So currently we should be in normal, I think. If we were to switch to sport, it would go red, for example. So that's pretty nice. But all in all, I have a lot of room back here. Nothing to complain about. A lot of leg room. If I'm sitting back normally, I have more than a fist of room between my knee and the seat in front of me, and that isn't too far to the front either. So yeah, really good seats, and you have your nice center armrest here with 2 cup holders or your center seat. So that's all pretty good. I like it. We just arrived at the charging station with, I think, like 17% or so. Looking good. Let's jump out and... Oh my god. Okay. My camera's kinda dirty. Let's get that a bit better. Let's plug that boy in. Whoop. I'm just gonna authorize that real quick. Just authorized, and it's going already. That's so crazy. 18% state of charge. Just where we wanted to. 1 Also look at that fastnet side here. All those charger with single plug 300 kilowatt Alpitronic hyperchargers. That's crazy. Alright, what speeds can we get? We're already at 100 kilowatts. That's great. 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 204, 205-ish. That's not too bad. Over there is a BMW iX1, and the car, if I understand that correctly, wants us to charge to 67% to continue. So that's not too bad. Yeah, because we still have 185 kilometers ahead, 2 hours and 10 minutes to go, and it tells us that we are arriving at 8:41 p.m. I'm not sure if that calculates our charging time in already, but I think it should, maybe, I'm not sure. Still, we're getting quite good speeds at 170 kilowatts, even though I'm confused because it was preconditioning, or should have been at least. And we're already down to 160 kilowatts. So why aren't we ripping? We're at 24%. Are you going down that fast? That would be kinda meh, I think. While we're here waiting for the car to charge, anyway, let's have a quick look at this awesome ambient lighting up front. All blue right now because of the drive mode. I think when we're switching drive modes here with my modes to sport, for example, everything gets red, or efficient gets all light blue, which we won't do, of course. Expressive switches yellow blue mixed, which is pretty fancy, and you can set all of this however you want, so that's pretty nice. Let's set it back to personal, which is our default mode here. We're almost good to go, pretty much, I think. Or are we? I'm not sure. No, we are at 40% right now, and we need 67. So 10 more minutes or so, and then we're ready to go. So yeah, all in all, materials really premium, really feeling good, even though that felt more premium in the Zeekr X. This is quite good. This feels also quite good. This down here is way better than in the Zeekr. And this is all vegan leather material here. That's plasticky. I'm not so sure about that. I heard that this is also available in wood, which sounds way better. Also this, which wouldn't be any piano black then, which would be nice. The screens are great. The assistants are great, as I already said. The software is working awesome. So that's all good. Can't complain about that. And the seats are really comfortable. So yeah, nothing to complain there. Really good road tripper, as I said. Is a lot of fun. Takes you from A to B how you want it. So yeah, awesome. We're just unplugging. 35 kilowatt hours charged. 60% state of charge should be enough to get to Hilden. So yeah, let's hop back in the car and rip it. We just plugged in and authorized in the Hike 400 kilowatt hypercharger. Initializing, looking pretty good, because we kind of arrived a bit lower than expected. There was some not too light rain, which used some juice, and we drove pretty fast, and yeah, 3% state of charge. I think the car said 2% or so. 14 kilometers left. That's what it said. But yeah, we're already ramping up to 150, 160, 170, 180. Going good. Almost 200 kilowatts. I guess we are too low voltage. Can we see that here? I'm not so sure. I don't know the new interface too well yet. But yeah, pretty nice. Let's see what the car says. I also want to see the consumption that we got on the trip. Let me have a quick look. Also, my butt kind of hurts from sitting back there. So for 2 longer trips, it's not too comfortable. Also, we got 69.59 on the odometer. Nice. Anyway, I wanted to see our consumption somewhere here. What did we have? Can we see that here? Or can we see that somewhere in here? Applications, charging, is it here? Charge limit, charge mode, nope, that's not where it is. Maybe live vehicle. Driving data, 23.7 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, but that was on the last 1,000 kilometers. Let's see, last 6.5 hours, that's our day today. 22.3 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. And I can I can move the car with gestures. That's funny. Anyway, yeah, 22.3 for highway driving. Not too bad, but it's definitely not the most efficient vehicle on the road, I would say. So yeah, I think that's been it for this video. If I have some more thoughts, then we'll get them right now, right here. While I was on my way back in my beloved Model 3, I actually had some more thoughts on the BMW i5, and I needed to share them with you. So, first thing, this car, the i5, is so big, so much bigger than the Model 3, and the Model 3 is not a small car, at least for European car sizes, I would say. The Model 3 is a medium to large size sedan over here. So the BMW is more going towards Model S size, not quite, but close to it. It's really a big car, and of course the rear steering helps a lot with that because it artificially shortens the wheelbase. And it feels really funny. You really need to try this to know how that feels, because it's weird. And let me just switch cameras. I think the brightness isn't too good here. Let's hope this works better. So, yeah. The rear steering makes the wheelbase artificially shorter, which doesn't make it that big of a car as it really is. But as soon as you drive through narrow streets, and also we do have a lot of them over here, that's gonna be tight. Next thing, the windshield is pretty narrow, I would say. I'm not sure if that's the correct word, but it's not that high up. So if you look out here, out of my Model 3, you have a lot of room to look out through. You can see a lot of things, and also you can kinda see most of the front of the car, and it's not too long. The BMW has such a long hood, as BMWs often do, and it's part of their design language, and it's not bad, except for that you can't use it because there's no frunk in there. So that's a bit wasted space. Not really, because they put some tech stuff in there, of course. And there was a BMW walking out there. Anyway, yeah. So that was another part that kind of threw me off. You don't see out too well. It wasn't too bad, I have to say. It wasn't like, oh my god, I don't see anything out here. That's not how it is. But if you compare it to the Model 3, then you see those points. Then, of course, software. BMW has one of the best softwares that's legacy OEM, I have to say. It's a really well thought out software. All your CarPlay and Android Auto apps appear in the app drawer of the BMW OS itself, which is pretty cool. So you can launch your CarPlay and Android Auto apps from the launcher of the car and not from CarPlay or Android Auto itself, which is pretty cool. So the infotainment stuff is all fine. Also the pilot assist, or not pilot assist, it's driver's assist, whatever it's called at BMWs, it's really good. But it doesn't really look ahead, I would say. So if, for example, if my car sees someone pulling in from the right lane to my lane, it already slows down a bit, and if the person really comes into my lane, it brakes even more. The BMW kinda saw someone coming over and didn't really brake until it was kinda close, and until the other car really was in our lane. That's probably something you just get used to over time. And I'm used to how my car handles it, and I like that a bit more because it's a bit more, I don't know, looking forward, something like that, I would say. And also, I really missed my blind spot camera when blinking. That's just such a comfort feature. Tesla gets it, Lucid gets it, even though I didn't drive that myself, but I know they do. Also Kia, Hyundai, Genesis get it, at least in the higher spec cars, because the cars that don't get the 360 camera for parking also don't get the blind spot camera, because the cameras near the rear view outside mirrors, the side mirrors, aren't fitted to the car, so it can't show you a feed that isn't there. And the BMW has all the cameras, because it has a awesome 360 view of the car when parking, when driving slowly and navigating through tight spots. That's perfect. But it's such a big car, and it isn't, you can't see too much out there without having to move all around. You know what I mean? You get it? So why not just display the camera feed when indicating in the gauge cluster or the main screen? I don't care in which one. One of them. That would make sense. I would prefer to have that. What more thoughts did I have? I'm not sure. I think that was pretty much most of it. The suspension is awesome. The drivetrain is awesome. The charging curve is quite good. I don't have a full charging curve, but I think up to like 50-ish% I should have one. I took a picture of that. I can show you right now here. It's not too bad. You can live with that, and you can road trip that without a problem. Also, you have manual battery preconditioning. That's pretty cool. I like that. My Tesla can't do that without mods. More to that maybe in the future. So yeah, that's really some really good and thought out features, but some other things just they could do a bit more in the software department, I would say. So yeah, pretty long rant about all the things that came to my head while I was ripping it over the Autobahn with 180, 190, 170 mostly, with an average consumption of 28.6. Oops. But yeah, I got back some time. Anyway, not part of that video, so yeah. Let's get back to past Niko in the BMW. So yeah, I would say that's been it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.